What's up YouTube? I have a very cool story to share with you that involves tennis, math, and how you can use math to model things in sports. So while I was sitting at a coffee shop, they were playing the Wimbledon on the TV, and I was wondering who these two players were. It was Jannik Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz, and they seemed to be playing pretty well. And I sat there for so long that at the end of the match, Jannik won, and they awarded him this big trophy. And so I was like, oh my god, this guy, did he just win the Wimbledon? I don't even know who these people are. See, my background with tennis is that I really only know who the big four are, but I have no idea who these young upstarts are. And it turns out that Jannik Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz are these two new super good grandmaster hotshots in tennis. So according to the Association of Tennis Professionals, Jannik Sinner is number 1 right now at 12,030 points, followed by number 2 at Carlos Alcaraz at 8,600. And then all the way in number 6 is the only one of the big four that's still playing, Novak Djokovic at 4,130 points. But these point differentials are so huge. Is Carlos really 4,000 points better than Novak? And is Jannik 4,000 points better than Carlos? It seems kind of ridiculous. And if you look at how the ATP system actually works, depending on the prestige of the ATP tournament that you play in and the position that you finish in, it awards you an appropriate number of points. But just because you win and play tournaments doesn't mean that you're actually a better tennis player. I want to know who actually would win in a tennis match? Who has the better skill? Who would win against one another? Is there a best tennis player?
I don't know about that.
So in search of a better mechanism for scoring the skills of tennis players, we can look towards the world of chess. So chess has a numerical rating system called the ELO system, and the way that it works is they assign a number for each player that estimates how good of a performance or how well that player plays. The nice thing about the ELO system is that the difference between your score and your opponent's score actually matters. Let's take an example in terms of tennis. So let's say you have two players, Jannik and Carlos, and they both start with 1,000 ELO. And if Carlos starts to win a lot, then Carlos's ELO will go up, while Jannik's ELO will go down. And as that difference increases, the ELO system expects Carlos to win with higher probability because Carlos has been already winning. So as Carlos keeps winning, that amount that Carlos's score increases after each game has diminishing returns. So it starts to slow down over time. On the other side, if there's a huge upset where Carlos has won 10 games in a row, and then somehow Jannik wins a game, then Jannik's score will go up dramatically and Carlos' score will decrease dramatically. The ELO system says, okay, so I got the predictions wrong, I need to update these scores dramatically to reflect that Jannik is much better than I thought before, and Carlos is worse than I thought. So the idea that I had sitting in this cafe is, what if we use the ELO system for tennis? And thanks to Jeff Sackman of tennisabstract.com, that has already been done. So Jeff has set up this ELO calculation website that updates on a weekly basis. And according to his website, at number 1 is Carlos Alcaraz at 2,246 ELO. And then narrowly behind that is Jannik Sinner at 2,241 ELO. So that's just a difference of 5, which is not that much in terms of ELO. So that means that they're about the same performance, Carlos and Jannik. Meanwhile, at number 3, we have Novak Djokovic at 2,164. This difference of about 80 ELO points means that Novak only has a 42% chance to win against Carlos or Jannik. A little bit further down the list, Jack Draper only has a 32% chance. And then even further down the list, Daniil Medvedev only has a 26% chance. There we have it, ELO score, done, right? So, are we just gonna trust a website to tell us that these ELO scores work? I think as mathematicians, we have a service to actually test the things in the real world. I'll now hand it to on tennis court Michael.
Thanks, Michael. I'm on the court with my good friend Suriya.
Hey, I'm Suriya.
And we're gonna play some tennis matches. We're gonna see if I can get a higher ELO score than Suriya. But more likely he's gonna beat mine. So let's go. All right.
I don't know what I was thinking, but Suriya is so good on the court. He absolutely wiped my butt across the court. Suriya is absolutely a master. He taught me the game of tennis. I lose game 1. I lose game 2. Suriya's serves are so fast and perfect, I can't return any of them. I lose game 3. I lose game 4. I lost game 5. But everything has a silver lining. In game 6, I was so happy that this happened.
Really good serve. Wait for it to bounce. Nice.
I don't know how he got that.
Oh, you
go!
know.
15 points for Gryffindor.
And then, of course, I lost again.
So, the match is over. And I beat my good friend, Michael.
Yeah.
6 games to 0.
We're happy to announce
Oh, we're getting married?
that Suriya beat me 6-0, meaning that he ends up with an ELO of 1,167. Good job, Suriya.
Thank you, thank you.
And I ended up with 833. So according to the ELO, that means that you have a about 80% chance of winning.
Sick.
But I think if we played more, you probably would beat me more.
Mm.
Yeah, make that ELO go up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, back to math, Michael.
Yeah, so thanks tennis court Michael. So it looks like that I got absolutely trashed. So that's a 300 point difference. So Suriya has a 78% chance of winning, while I have a 23% chance of winning. But we only played 6 games, but if we played more, we'd probably have a bigger difference. Also note that the ELO system is not perfect. The ELO system tells you how good you are relative to a group of people that play against each other. So only me and Suriya played each other, but we can't compare our scores to professionals because our ELO score doesn't factor in, us playing against them. If we played against them, our scores would plummet. So it's important to also note that ELO is a relative score system. Another important consideration is that there's 3 different kinds of courts in tennis. There's grass, clay, and hard top. And on each of the 3, I believe that different tennis players have different skills, and the Wimbledon is a grass tournament, meaning that maybe Yannick won the Wimbledon against Carlos because maybe Yannick is better at grass. But in other tournaments, maybe Carlos has the upper hand because it's a different kind of court. I also want to mention there's a different kind of ELO for tennis players called the UTR rating. So this is a rating it's an ELO rating that not only considers whether someone wins or loses the game, it considers what's the point differential, what's the number of points that someone scores. The universal tennis rating considers all of the statistics of a game to factor into how good of a performance you put up. And according to my friends, that this UTR rating is pretty accurate. So UTR is a form of ELO as well. So what games do you want to figure out who's the best in? Can you apply ELO to that? Are there any problems with applying ELO there? Can you figure out ways to improve the ELO system? Whatever thoughts you guys have, feel free to put them in the comment section. So I had a lot of fun out there. That's the first time I played tennis in 3 years. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Leave a like or whatever. Enjoy the day.